Getting everything fired up. Still doesn't actually say that we're live, but I have a lot of bandwidth moving, so it looks like we are live. Getting Minecraft pulled up real quick, and then I'm gonna pop over, make sure that chat got refreshed on each page, and then we'll get started. I'm gonna go straight to creative at first. I want to start testing a quick theory while it's in my head. Well, not really a theory, more so as a machine that I want to start placing some blocks on. It's another kind of simple one, but it might end up having multiple ways that it works depending on how we build it. I am just waiting. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. This one. No, wrong one. I click too fast sometimes, so I ended up on the wrong thing. Theory, more so as a machine. There we go. We got the one turned off. Got this. Looks like we're good, but I'm gonna refresh here, and I'm gonna refresh here because that didn't. I got like 97 welcome to the chat rooms on Twitch. That can't be right. I don't think I lost connection like 97 times on the last one, but if I did, my bad. I have very little to do with it once it leaves my house. Well, my internet probably doesn't help a whole lot, but... Okay, so we've got this pulled up, that pulled up. I think we're live. We're gonna pop on over here. Let's see, I should be able to... Where's my transition to live scene? Back into standard mode. We aren't dropping too many packets right off the bat, and we are no longer on a delay. Hello, for one. Working? Well, minus the fact that it refuses to show my game. Let's do it manually then. Minecraft. Why aren't you on the list? There. It wasn't on the list, but it works under auto. We're just gonna be happy about that, I guess. Okay, so we're popping back into a world that we may or may not recognize from the last time we were on here. Let's see. We appear to have all three up and going. I can't actually verify stream health right now. So we're just gonna go with it's working. How does that sound? Apparently I spawned in as Alex. That's great. Can I put on any of my... Oh, great. It did this. I won't actually be able to log in to any other world than this one anyways, but that's okay, because the thing that I want to kind of work on real quick, and we'll probably go back up to the platform for this, is effectively I want, like, a control ring. I want something that, like, as the red person is standing on it, I want, like, a nice little red circle to start to, like, pop up out of the ground. And then it'll be like, once it's complete, it'll be like, you know, further in over here. Hello! So this is like not remotely what I'm trying to do. So we might as well get rid of all this for the moment. Let's see. So the goal here is I'm going to want something that the longer that we stand on a specific button, that'll be the first test, is the longer that we spend on a button, the more that I want it to power up the machine. So before we can actually build the machine, we need something that takes time to get to be a larger signal. So most likely we can achieve this with something like comparators, I think. If they're properly plugged into each other. Because, so if I were to step on a button, which is, we're going to need a pressure plate for this. Oh, I forgot. I got to use my actual keyboard. And then, let's see. We'll grab just a random pressure plate. And then that's going to go into this. And then like that. And then like that. So that should do... So right here we got 15. If I have subtract, that goes to 1. Okay. This is not going to work, right? No, it's not going to work. I just need like 10 seconds for my brain to work. But what we need is, so as this gets powered... no. I can show you a pretty decent door if you want. We'll just, let's see. Need some sticky pistons here. Oh, I got some. There we are. Whoop, whoop. All right, got that. Got my torches, got my lever. Oh, we also got our buttons here. But let's say... Oh, did not actually switch the piece I was holding, though. So if you've got something like this, like that, 1, 2, so we went too far. And then we just take lovely blue wall here. And then I recall that I do it like that. Oh, relax. Forgot, non-powered block. Okay. So right there, I'm trying to remember how we did this the last time. I'm trying to build it from memory. No, I can't put... I wish I could put redstone plates in the door. Let's see. So if we go like that, like that, like that. So then we'll figure out in like 10 seconds what I actually did wrong here. But we're getting there. So then to power one below, you know, you can just like that and like that. So then if we had a lever up here, first things first, we see that it worked part of the way. So this one is off by 1 there. Aha! Now I remember. And then whoop, whoop, whoop. So we could run redstone, you know, through the ground off these pressure plates, but just to emulate. Hola! There, that's a good warm-up. What else should I do to get my brain thinking for a second here? Should we do a bigger one? More complex one? No. And we already did a door. Put, shulkers on it to make it actually remote, if we really wanted to. Like... They're not shulker. Skulk sensor. Skulk sensor. Can you tell I don't use these yet? This will be the first time I've used one in redstone. And it still does that thing where it puts the wrong thing in the right thing. Then you might be wondering, what do we do because it's inverted now? Well, that's easy, actually. We just do this. We can take this right here, put a torch on each side of it, like this. And then we'll get our nice little ceiling hooked up here. This looks glorious. It's not, like, weirdly hidden at all. And that. Look at that. Ta-da! Ta-da! Oh, wool! LOL! Wool! I made that corn out of wool! There we go. Aha! So then if you don't want it to work for an exit, I guess you just make sure you got wool right there like we do. But it's super simple. This gets powered, turns these two off, which turns that one on, which turns that one off. The torch, this is how you do downwards torches, by the way. They say you can't do downwards torches in Bedrock. I'm confused how this doesn't work. But it seems to work. So, and then if you were to want to do this the right way, it's pretty simple. I like to take it to where the signal is actually sent like underneath and then out through, like whether you want to use observers or just redstone logic. But again, we could easily have it go to this, which goes to that, which goes to this, which can go to this. Rude. Which can go to that. And then that. Whoa. So then... Hello? I did it wrong. There we go. Oh. I did it double wrong. And then we can go like that. We can go like that. There. Anyways. This is the only reason I don't use pressure plates. I don't like that. And weighted pressure plates get rid of this, but not only do they cost gold, but they're their own problem. And, does this still work? Oh, that's the light one. I need the heavy one, I think. Let's see. See? Heavy. It's too heavy, apparently. So... Does this ever change? Right? Like, I've never understood what these are for. Like, they put out a signal of 1, because I'm heavy, I guess. This puts out a signal of 1, because I'm heavy or not. I'm not connected to anything. Oh, no, like, I know it's not connected to the, I know, like, you mean, like, this right here isn't connected? I know that, like, but what I mean is that, like, when you make a redstone signal, it's like 15, right? So this whole line is lit. Because this is 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, right? Yeah, you get it, sorry. I'm gonna keep explaining since I already started. But, what's really strange is that's a 1, and that's a 1. It says this is a light object. So, like, I have tried things like feathers. You know, there is this thing called Google, but I don't like to use it because, 1, it's not guaranteed to be correct. The amount of data I have found on the internet to be incorrect. See? 1. 1. Why? Why? We'll come back to this. I'm sure there is something that I don't get about this. Oh! Whoa! Whoa! Okay. 1, 2, 3. Yes! I like it! It detects different items. The different amount of items that I have on there is coming out as a source, or an amount of power. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes! I like learning things. This I don't think will be super useful here, but I might be able to utilize this in the thing that we're actually building, which is a control point that requires multiple people to stand on it for it to, like, go faster. Like, if I were to hit... Let's see how much of a signal we're actually getting. So this is just 1, 1, so 0, 0. Perfect. They're not adding to each other. But if I were to take it like this and put an extra 1 here... I can't stand on them both at once because I'm not fat enough. There we go. It does not. Well, that's neat. Now, if we wanted to actually take these signals together... Nope. LOL. Doing math with Dragon Samus. I don't know if that's a good thing. I know one of my videos said math is fun, but it's usually only fun for people like me. I don't like zooming into not my character. We got one block on the panel. Ha ha ha. Anyways. I was 15. That's when you know you're stupid or just that school sucks. It's actually taught me math. Yeah, I did teach her math when she was a kid. Let's see here. Let's see. So effectively, we're part of the way there, but like what we're trying to design is a circuit. Yes, I figured it out. This is gonna be awesome. Okay, so I need a hopper. Let's see. I need a hopper. Telling my brain I need a hopper and actually getting it to give me one are two different things. Okay, so we're gonna need the hopper, then we're gonna need the panel, and then we're gonna need... Yes, so what's gonna happen is if someone is standing on the buttons, let's make this like a little bit high here, and then go like that, so that we can put this one here, and then we'll just put that on there to lock that hopper, and then if there's this, I put things on it. Oops. Hi, my aim is bad. Okay. So this needs to be hopper with minecart, which is fine. Extra steps and extra step. Ah! It was right there. Chill, Minecraft. Chill. It's okay. We're gonna figure this out together. Used brain for first time. Let's see here. Rail. I'm like, there is a word for the stuff that this stuff goes on top of. So we can take that, put that there. Put that in there. Go like that. Okay. So there'll be two things here. One, I need that lever just for testing. Can you turn off a minecart hopper by powering it with redstone? No. Or at least not in that way. So, and if I put a powered rail in there, just to verify, that's still bad. Okay. So what we're trying to do is I want a system that's going to drop... Let's break this. So what'll be happening while the button is pressed down, it's going to lock the hoppers. So then every couple of seconds, a clock can spit out like one of, say, 9 random items that are in a dispenser. Once all 9 items are down, that control point will be considered captured. So what we need to do is we basically need to break down all of the steps into a circuit and then build the machine that runs it. So what we need to do real quick... Yeah, exactly. I will need that if I'm going to be building a secret base, which is... So it kind of makes sense to spend some time here trying to figure out what'll actually work rather than, you know, wasting resources in the overworld while getting blown up by creepers. Okay, so what we need is a hopper system. Wait, I think I figured this out already. This doesn't work, does it? Ha! Why does that work? Okay, so with this on, I can put one thing on there. That's the wrong one. There we go. Oh, but it doesn't stay down. Is that a bug? Let's find out what we're actually witnessing here. Okay. So the first one didn't count. Second one does count. Is it because of the item we use? Like maybe hoppers are busted. So that turns on, turns off, and it sits in the hitbox of the hopper now. So we'll have to remember is let's see. So that goes there. Chill. There we go. That can go on. Oh. Need a second here. This is why you usually want to build a little bit higher than I'm building, but there we go. Take that, take that, take that. That's off. Okay, while off, this will be used in a one-off, so it's kind of pointless. It can sometimes trigger, but really just only at level 1. Well, and that is correct, but traps are typically something that go on the outside of everything. This is meant to be a specific thing for a game here. Let's see here. Okay, just wanted to verify. So now this is locked. And working fantastically. So if it comes across from over here on, like, ice, how does it react? Because I think what we need to do is we need to prevent it from breaking the hitbox. Let me control the game, Minecraft. Awesome. All right, so now we can take this. Yeah, see, and now that one works. Ah, it ruined it. Mojang, why? Why does this work so good and so bad at the same time? You're fired. Magic. Sounds good. To be fair, I think Minecart TNT works completely different than Java. I have seen people do stuff with it in Bedrock, but I have had almost no effect. What we'll do real quick, just for the fun of it, while I'm thinking, is why did I say Mojang? Oh, because the way they designed this. Who tested this? This is not okay. Because then what it does is then we go to do another one. And that's fine. Now see, it's sunk in. So we lost the extra signal you're supposed to get. And that's why I yelled Mojang. Because they deserve it. Okay, so if we were to see, so I'll show you these TNT minecarts. They have a slightly higher blast than TNT, but they don't do most of the stuff that you're used to. So we'll start with this one. And I would love to be proven wrong, don't get me wrong. So that's why we're actually testing this, because they constantly try to make the two games more and more similar. But one thing that you can do for like an exponential blast in Java is basically having a ton of these guys on top of each other. I hate it when the rails have to face a certain way. So if I were to go like this and just keep so right off the bat, if you don't notice the weird little problem, so you got to use, like, honey, if I recall. So let's grab honey. Honey is like the first step in actually getting them to stack on Bedrock. You can't use like any other block because they're too big. I will go into it, but like I said, you're talking about your most likely you're here. Look, first we got this, which is a total pain, and see, you can't stack them like you can in Java because they literally stack on top of each other. So 2 is about the most you can really get. Next, Redstone doesn't care about it in the same level. So then, the final thing that people like to use is the drop thing, which I do hear they're working on, but I'm pretty sure this isn't done either. Oh, that did work. Perfect. So now we're going to test its ability to kill us. And this will be pretty easy. I just need a powered rail here. And we're going to do a torch tower. I'll put one off to the side just because I don't know if I'm going to do it right. I always do it wrong. And then we can just steal the version of the signal that we choose we want instead of the one that we're stuck with. Get some golden apples. Oh, I'll just die. It'll be fine. I spawn right there. And there is no satiation in this game, or however that word is stated. You can't get like stated the same way. So you can't you can't eat food to survive a blast. You could technically eat a potion, I guess, but okay. So we're gonna see where this goes when powered, so that we can stand under it. Perfect. It's right in the center there. So now we need our lever back. So we can run it to that. Of course. Now we can put that there. We're going to stand right where it's going to land on our head. Go ahead and go into third person. All right. Nothing ever works. Nothing ever works. Explain to me why this didn't work. What did I do wrong? I powered it, which should invert the torch tower. Why? Why? Wait. Hold on. I'm missing something obvious, aren't I? That torch stays off no matter what I do, which means something isn't toggling. Where's the missing torch? Ah, there he is! I was like, it doesn't make sense! Okay, thankfully, that stays in the state that it is. Thank you. Thank you. I cannot believe I missed that. That was a noob mistake, but that's okay. We have established that I am a noob. Oh, that's pretty cool. So now, let's see how strong... Okay, you guys have a good one. I'm going to. The whole point is to try to figure this out. Because unfortunately, for most of the things that we can build, we'll only be able to utilize one minecart because we can't stack them. However, they didn't even use to kill a player instantly, so they're definitely stronger than they used to be. Now, can they defeat me in full iron armor is a good question. Man, I hate the way they set this up. Because it's very finicky. Now we go over here, we grab pants. And then we'll grab boots. And let's find out. I did bloat up. Okay. So we'll put that up there. Put this right... Oop. Almost left it on. Got that there. Hit button. Bring it on! Well, that was a lag. Okay, so it instantly kills this. Quick question, though. TNT doesn't kill you at this point. So, how much damage is it doing? Water bucket clutch? I don't have a water bucket. Okay. Next thing I want to know is, at this level of armor... Whoa, did I get turned around? I did. Let's see. What is your idea? I am going to blow myself up with a piece of regular TNT just to see how strong it is, so we can start getting an idea to compare how strong TNT and TNT minecarts are. I do like how powerful this blast was. The last time I went out here to play with these things, I was not impressed. Oh, this should work. Did I not leave creative? I swear I left creative. Let's try this one more time. What? What is happening right now? Yeah, the pointed dripstone is pretty nice. It's it's another lag one. Let me show you. This is interesting. Dripstone. Oh yeah, I'm still in creative. I was like, what am I doing? Or I'm still in survival. Yeah, again, this is why, like, I like to mention, like, things don't work in creative the way they work in survival. So I only usually do redstone development in here because redstone almost always works in creative the way it does in survival. Explosives, mobs, you name it. Everything else doesn't work the right way. Let's see. We'll do dripstone in a second. Come on, let me pick buttons! Jeez. Okay, we're gonna try to put on netherite armor and see if that can survive a TNT minecart, because if it can't, I'm actually happy about that. Because if it can't, I'm going to be making so many things out of TNT minecarts. I have been waiting forever. I heard they still don't have fletching table functionality on Java. Is that true? They, like, finished that, like, 2 years ago. We don't have any enchanted anything on us yet, but if this works... Man. I have questions if this works. This should not kill me. In my opinion, this should not kill me. I knew it. I knew it. Okay. If that killed me, I was gonna be so mad. I was gonna be like, why? Last but not least, we're going to just test a... Does this still work? I recall being able to send... Yes, you can send... Gotta swap to this, that, that. Whoop. That's not a repeater. You need to line up there. Ah, thank you. First off, now I know this one is height based, so this might not do a lot of damage. This might do a ton of... I swear I put dripstone up there before I came down here. Oh, I did! It was invisible. Great. Perfect. Ah! Oh. Thankfully, not that hard to fix. Oh, wrong one. Come on. Respond to keyboard inputs, please. Help. Ah! That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-ish hearts of damage. And it was... Let's see how much height that was so we can get an idea. Let's see. So, from the ground... That was about 20 blocks? So, I want to say it does about a third of its height and damage. That's pretty high. Oh, yeah. Except for the only problem with that one is, like, so you see how long it took to trigger? Like, here's my reaction when I play Minecraft and I found a trap. I hit this. Nothing happened. I'm like, what's going on? Help! Oh. I see. Now, you can't fly in survival, but I definitely wouldn't stand still. Or, like, if I saw this to cover my head, granted, I wouldn't leave this here, but, like... And then, like, the second you hear it change states, it's like, oh. I don't know if I like that. It's actually pretty quiet, though. You can't hear it from a certain height, which is nice. You used to be able to hear pistons from, like... I think it was, like, 60 blocks away, but I think now it's 30. But either way, yeah, that would suck. Anyways, to kind of figure this other thing out, I need to design a circuit that counts without counting, because I want it to be editable based on timers. So, and like, I've made counters in the past that were massive. What I want to do is I want to, like, revolutionize the counter, which I should probably check that nobody else on YouTube has done that already, but... Weird. What are you doing? Cats are getting into stuff. So anyways, let's see. So what we need is I need something that will... Basically, let's throw a bunch of this stuff we know we don't need for the moment. Don't need that. We probably needed that. Oh well. So what we want is we want something that's constantly comparing redstone signals, but that, like, waits to do so. So one thing that always adds just the smallest amount of delay is a piston. So, and what I mean by that is like, so if I had a button and there was a light, let's do the whole thing. Don't just start talking without all of the stuff. Got a light, got this, just in case we need that. So then there would be a lamp here. And, oh, I see. So then if you got a pressure plate on each of these, you'll notice this is immediate. That's after 1 second. It's hardly noticeably different. So let's do this. See? That's how you'd add one tiny little bit. Yeah, that I agree. If I had a room full of like something hard to break, like deep slate, it was at the bottom of a hole, and then there were skulk sensors down there that sense like somebody trying to escape, then I would trigger like a minecart from all four corners, and then in the center would be nothing but dripstones. So all the dripstones falling on your head, it would just rain explosive minecarts. That'd be terrifying. I am so glad they buffed them. I am also glad they didn't buff them to the point of obliterating a player in one minecart. 2 is enough for me. So anyways, what I want is a system that, like, would love to take the power all the way down, but before it can do that, it has to stop and verify that there's enough power. So, like, for example, if this was turned off by this, because it had a signal going into it like that. Give my brain 3 seconds. It's wrong. It knows it's wrong, but it can't figure out why it's wrong. This needs to get hit and then that. So what we got is it turning off just beforehand. Let's try. There we go. That would be 1 second. I'm not doing this right because there's about 1,000 better ways to do this. But then if I wanted to, I could kind of chain this along in like its own way, and then we'll see if it breaks when it runs out of power. So if this were to be attached to another one of itself, that would look like this, running into this, running into, wait, no, we'll run into that, into that, into that, like that, and like that. It is not what I thought, because what I wanted is for, like, if this stays on, that gets unlocked. So it's actually the opposite of what we need. Oh yeah, so if they fall and take damage too. So actually, you can pearl out in Bedrock with buttons and everything else like that. Ender pearls do not care what they clip with. Actually, I've been able to use honey to, like, direct ender pearls. It's just incredibly annoying, and I've only ever been able to get a chain of 5 blocks going. Let's see. Brain. So, we're trying to make a circuit which will detect that the power stayed on, and that will unlock the circuit. So, what we want is to take signal. Let's use OB intercept. Yeah. I have found that Obsidian and Deep Slate have pretty similar breakage times if people are going to escape. I think Obsidian is still better. I was just mentioning. Auto breaks, like, yeah. I like to have, like, if anything breaks, I like it to also have to be able to reset up. Okay, so I also remember, what does this circuit do? Right now I'm kind of just throwing redstone at the wall and seeing what sticks. But I recall this, if one's set to subtract, it, like, goes down slowly? No. But I think it is technically powered 1 now, right? It is. This is another, for lack of a better word, it's not a bug, but it's like a bug because it traps the redstone signal. And now it's not doing it. Another trap. Oh yeah. Another thing I wish you could make run, because you don't have cramming in this game, or at least not the same, is I want a railgun. I think I'm going to have to make an anvil railgun, because it cares about how long it's been in the air, whereas, like, arrows don't. Oh yeah, except for everyone I know is running around with a better pickaxe than me. Let's see here. So, when the signal is here... I don't want to look this up. I want to figure this out. So, a locked repeater would look like this. If we just take that, to that, to that, to that. So, and then what we kind of want is going to be more of like a daisy chain effect. So then, like, this one's going to go into this one in subtract mode. This is just a prototype, mind you. So then we'd have this. This will come through as a 15 going into this, which is going to still be on subtract mode. So how does this look? So then if we have... 1 second, 1 second. Okay, so if this is working, there'll be a delay between these two lights. Or neither of them will light, because I'm not good at Minecraft. It is just barely working. So the biggest thing too would be let's chain this out a minute. So let's see. So this part's easy. So it's repeater, 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 repeater. Dust, 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 dust. At some point, I'll get over there, but the only thing that's different, apparently, is whether or not you have quasi-connectivity, and then there's, like, redstone duplication. I don't dupe items. If it's not gonna work in the future, or if it's, like, a cheat, I do not use it. Let's see here. We got 1, 2. And then this one. We got 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, boom. Then we can go there, and then we're going to do the same kind of thing with the lights as well, I think. Put one there, one there, one there. Actually, I don't like this, because I don't want to break my redstone on accident. Oh, you're right. Well, it did still take a second, even without it being locked. But the whole point for this lock here is to have something we can programmably slow down. I did used to be a computer programmer, so Redstone is easy once you know what you're doing, but it's even easier if you're used to breaking it into small pieces. If you were to only look at this, it's pretty easy, isn't it? And what I mean by that is there's only like 7 pieces. So even if you don't know what you're looking at, you know this works, reverse it. reverse it, reverse it, reverse it. And then later on, you can come back and start doing the math. Like, so you got 15, 15, 14, 15, 14, 14 plus 14, or minus 14 is 0. So unlock, send signal, repeat, 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 repeat. I'm sure that made sense. So then the only other thing we need is, like, if we get off the button, I want it to turn all the way off. But I need to take, like, 10 seconds to myself to run to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Am I still not coming through, or is it just because I wasn't here? It's probably just because I wasn't here for the moment. Let's see. We're gonna put that over here. Take that back up. I can see everything again. Hello, hello. We have returned. Okay. So as far as the first part of the circuit, we've got a little bit of this figured out because we've got the lock unlock. But now what we kind of need is, like, if this button is held down, let's see, what does that do? It keeps going. But what I want it to do is I want it to say, if this button isn't held down, like, this guy, or somewhere down the line, it needs to lock back up. There's kind of two ways we can accomplish this. We can either break the circuit into two pieces. It's a recording. That's not real. Don't worry. That's not me. That's I had to step away for just a second. Let's see. Come on. This looks very fancy. What's step 2, brain? You can do it. Develop the circuit so everyone can see it. Okay, so what we need is, first off, symmetry. Much better. So when I'm on this button, you can see it goes do 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 do. What we need is, like, an instant cancel. So, like, there needs to be something that's like, the signal from here was lost, relocking, relocking, relocking. But maybe 1, 2, 3. No, it still makes it. So what if we make them all a little more delayed first? I like to kind of play with stuff that I don't think will help, just to make sure. So if we hit that, it's just a delayed circuit. And now that we have the delay enacted, it's actually frozen like that. So that didn't help at all. Let's see. Fix, 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 fix. Okay. I'm sure there's... Oh, and then, so what happened now is it got locked to on, which is the opposite of what we wanted. So there, that'll get locked off. Yeah, I would like that, like a big redstone crusher or bomb dropper going off, like, ah! Okay. Let's see. So while I stand on the button, so I think what it needs to be is the power source for the first one needs to be separated from the rest of them. And what I mean by that is this is a good timing circuit. Like, as long as there's a signal coming in from the back, it should make it to the front. I do need to design a way to where if the signal is removed, it carries properly, but... So, like, if I leave this on for too long, it still turns right back off, as long as this gets turned off. So what we need... Come on, brain, you can do it. Is a way to turn off the inputs out there if this isn't even working. Oh, yeah. So I was just talking earlier about how we can make this into, like, 2 different ones. What sound? Was it this? Wait, no, that wasn't it. I don't know. Did my microphone just die? It likes to die. Let's see. Is it not working? No, it says it's working. I'm not sure what you heard. Let's see. I need to make it to where if I let go, it turns off. There's only one more thing that should be relevant here. But so it gets overwritten by the signal. If it's not receiving the signal, it basically needs another delay without a delay. And instead of destroying all of this, we're going to leave the rest of this circuit here because we already know this works to, like, add a tiny amount of delay. But now we need something that turns on and off as we get on and off the button. Okay, perfect. So as we get onto the button, we can have an entire row of repeaters, preferably all set to the same time. And this might actually serve the purpose of what we're trying to do anyways. I want it to go to that one, then that one, then that one. And if I, like, let go, I want it to get to here, and it can never even move forward, you know? Like, so we're just going to have 2 pieces right off the bat. And, weird. There's going to be... that, like that. Get our sandstone back just so it looks good. And it really likes to force me to move my objects, like, way more than I'd like. But if we put that on top of that, then this line is being canceled. While the button's on. But if I let go of the button, I need to make that faster. But if I let go of the button, ooh, that's not good. So we got 2 problems, but we'll figure it out. So if we hit this button, it turns it all off and it starts trying to send the signal. It got caught in the middle. So we're going to need, like, the final one is going to basically be needing to be the one that gets locked by this. And this circuit might work better just in general, but, like, so if I were to go... Oh, I got off the button. It does not work. So the only way to get this control point captured would be to stand on the button until boom. Then when it locks, it's on for your team. Then when the next... Oh, jeez. When the next team comes by to steal, they hit it and it gets de-stolen. De-stolen. Unstolen. So then the only other thing would seriously be anything to speed up this process. Because this to a torch, just, that's horrendous. It's just, there's too much delay. Because it takes a minute, and then that takes a minute. Actually, it probably doesn't matter. All that it matters is that this control signal is faster than that signal. So, and then this is probably useless for this invention here. So what we need to do now is I also want to have, like, I want to see this'll load, and then that'll load, and then that'll load. So as they go, it goes, well, that would work if I actually was doing it right. It doesn't work the way that I set it up. But if I was taking the redstone signal out of these things. But long story short, the whole idea is that if a person just clicks the button, the light can't turn on. You have to stay present. So if I wanted to make like a capture zone, then what I would do personally is 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll do the timing after the placement. This is like one of the worst ways to do it, not using a clock, by the way. Clocks work way better for every other thing that you would be doing. Let's see. And if that goes like that, then that light will turn on like this, which means these ones can be connected. This will be our control line. We're going to put it on the opposite side just so we can see what that's like. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Awesome. Now, you get to stay on here till that goes. Boom. And it ended up locking them all on. And that causes this block powers that block. So that's not going to work unless we extend this another foot or two, but that's fine. Oop. Whoop. Whoop. And then it would be completely programmable from here. Like, we're not trying to be perfect. But see, now you have to stay down here this whole time. Oh no, I got off. But the only other problem would be, is then, like, so if the other team got right back on now it would work. So there basically needs to be a final piece right here that will, like... So we only get the tail. I think they call it, like, the sweeping edge or something like that. But let's see. Does that... I don't know if that'll work. But I think this one will light up when the power travels through its brother. Yeah, I can show how to use a structure block. So, the only other thing we got to figure out... Handled. Never mind. I lied. So this would keep it on the team until it's over. And that thing right there will just make it to where it can't actually turn on the light unless it's perfect. What I mean by that is, so if you look, the longer I stay on this button, the longer it'll literally actually not unlock until now I have to defend it. Like, yeah, stay away from my button! I filled the timer! You can't have it! And as long as nobody comes to step on the button in time... No, that wouldn't work. Never mind. I see why it didn't work. Oh yeah, you totally can create teams and stuff. It's more of a Java feature, but I do believe that there are mods to get it to work on Bedrock. I'm hoping to design something to where, like, I can have either, like, an item filter or something. There'll be something where you'll know you're helping your own team, if that makes sense. This is kind of just how far I got with that. As far as the structure block, I can show how to use that real quick. There's like 3 uses of it, and I absolutely love it. But so the main thing that you use it for is you basically come up to something like this. Like, so this invention that we made, minus the fact that this is pointless, that's pointless. Let's get rid of some of this stuff. And then maybe we'll just put the skulk sensor back up here, just because that one was kind of cool, right? Oh, yeah. Well, in that way, I was meaning that, what is the word? Like people could pick their teams ahead of time. Like, so if you're on the red team or the blue team, and then, like, I want to have a button or something for raising the blue team and a button for something for raising the red team, so that you'll know. And I was thinking about making some game rules, like one character is the hacker, one character is like the defender, and like one person will be like the hunter. Like the hunter fights the hacker, the defender defends the hacker, and then the hacker, maybe he'll have like buttons, so you got to push in the right order to hack for blue or hack for red. And all the while, to be in hacker mode, you have to be standing on this button, standing still, if that makes sense. It should add some scary parts to a battle, and then people could take turns. So let's check out this structure block here. So you typically take it and you kind of set it down right next to or touching your structure. We're going to set it right there. And you see how it builds this bounding box around it? So the first thing we can do is we can come into here, and there's a lot of different things. There's this save, there's save, load, and corner. Corner allows you to place at both corners of your build and then go do the other corner. And then there's 3D export, which allows you to send it out into a 3D renderer, which is super awesome. Detect, I have yet to have work for anything. I think that's more for corner mode. And then let's see here. So then, like, as far as these go, the offset, if you look, is like, see how it's including itself in here? If I set this to say 0, I think it is, not 10. 0. Now it doesn't grab the ground. And if I say I don't want the box here, so we've got Y, we got Z, got X. So I want to go Z in one way. So we're gonna go trying for -1 first. Oop. How about 1? There we go. So, and then this we're gonna go with 6. Is it 9 long? Let's see. I think it's 9 long. Might be longer than that. It might be a little longer than that. Let's try 10. Okay, just to be fair, let's try 11. And that's too far. So then we can go, and we can go back, and we can go 10. We turn this over here like that. We don't really see much of the build here. So 1, the X can probably be a 2. Not a 52. Keyboard is awesome. And let's see. Y is set up properly. Then we need to take this guy. There isn't anything on this side. So we can actually take the offset here. Go -1. I said -1. Oh, it's because it's doing 0 -1. There we go. And that looks like all of our machine. The only thing it doesn't keep captured out right now is so Y is the floor and Z is for the walls. It kind of depends, but yes. So like Y is how tall it is, X is how wide it is, and Z is how long it is. And if I turn it on its side and whatnot, it gets a lot easier to understand as you go. But here is your starting point where you have all 3 colors. Up, depth, length. So, and then you can, if you save it to memory, it gets saved until you quit the game. If you save it to disk, it gets saved forever. Because we're just going to be on this level, we're just going to call this 2x2 skulk door. I actually suck at spelling the word skulk, so we're going to go like that, door. So the first thing we can do is we can actually save it. So you hit save. Now it's saved like that. Now we can export if we actually want to. And what that's going to allow me to do is actually export it to a 3D model. This is going to be really cool. Give me a second here. Let me open this up. This is one of my favorite things right now. If I pull this up, there's a possibility I might have actually yep, I exported it the wrong way. So how I exported it was not in the 3D file. I exported it in the oh yeah, reboot my Minecraft. There we go. the wrong one. So here's what we wanted. 3D export. Then we hit export. Generates us a quick model. It'll ask me if I'd like to save it. I can hit yes. Then I can go back here. Go into my what folder, open this up, and then I'll show this to you. This is one of my favorite things in Minecraft right now, and I just found out about it the other day, so I can't really take credit for it or anything. But so once you have your stuff pulled up, Microsoft has a built-in viewer. Hold on. I gotta pick a specific window here. And then where is my 3D viewer? There we go. So I apologize for the super teensy view, but I'd sit here and fix it otherwise. But you can actually completely look at all of the stuff outside of Minecraft without having to actually fire it up. And then like it's got stuff like this, like I can put it into a quick old turntable. It's pretty fantastic. I can also go into like VR mode with this and play with it or hold it in my bare hands and stuff. But I'm not going to sit here and go too far into detail. Let's see. You can also turn it into like a collectible icon. Go get that 2x2 door. Yeah, you go get that door. All right. Let's go switch back to Minecraft here. I had Minecraft. There we go. Close. Perfect. So, and then last but not least, you're sitting here, you've got your structure block placed. You see the bounding box perfectly did exactly how we set it up. So now if I were to come over here and I want to have another one just floating right there. See, here's the new bounding box, but I could edit it to include a different area to look different, however I want to do it. But so what we can do now is we go to load and now so searching doesn't work yet. Shulker door, I think it was. Skulk door. And if it finds something, it'll actually show. See how it got to be a different size? It doesn't actually fill in right now. I don't know if that's because I'm loading from RAM or what. But then the next thing that I love this. Go like this, go like this, go like that. Turn that off because I already know I have it where I want it. Hit load. And we just got to watch. So it did do one tiny mistake. Because I cut out the ground in the last one, it cut out the ground. Oh, man, that's funny. But see, it'll just build it itself. Which is kind of the coolest thing ever, based on the amount of time that we just gave it. And it's really bad at it, too. Look at that. That was like 3 times in a row that it put the torch down and broke it. Part of it's under the ground. This is madness. That goes there. Yeah, we're not gonna deal with that right now. If I had built it like this, hold on. And then I actually did that. And then we built it. And this time we're just gonna do it super fast. Just to kind of, so it's our 2x2. What if I just click away? Does it? No. See how it didn't find it? 2x2. Skulk door. How I save these is I actually keep a list of which things are saved for right now until I can kind of figure out how to do this different things. This allows me to rotate it both directions, so maybe we'll actually give it a quick old 180. And we're gonna just do no animation mode. We're just gonna load it instantly because for some reason doing it that way just works better. See? So much better. And that's why we like the shulker, the structure block. Okay, so let me verify that I started my brain on its homework for the day. So we got that, and that over there. There will be a lot more to come next time I pull up this file. Hopefully tomorrow I'll have a bunch of little circuits made out. But for right now, let's see. You know, I'm not directly planning on playing on the server, but I will go log in and make sure nobody else has been there. So we're going to go to the server for about maybe 5 minutes, and then I need to eat something before I fall over. But in order for me to actually be able to join the server, I do think that I'm going to have to... I think I'll have to restart the game, because it didn't log me in. Oh, well, this is great. We actually have several problems. Hold on. So I'm not logged into Minecraft, which really doesn't help. So we're going to have to close and open Minecraft real quick. It's annoying. It's booting up. And then let's see if I can fix the server in under 30 seconds. I bet I can. Excuse me. I wasn't expecting that. Oh, come on. Well, hello. I see that we've lost connection a bunch of times again today. That's okay. I really would like having good enough internet to be able to consistently play everything, but don't want to ask for too much, you know. It's trying to log me in. We'll see. If it doesn't connect me to Microsoft services, I won't be able to get in. I did get the server fixed and up, but that doesn't mean that I can get past shortly. Yeah, we are going to be getting off here in a minute. I definitely need to find something to eat. I'm normally not this hungry this early in the day, but I maybe that's something to do with the sun being out for the first time in like 3 weeks. Yeah, and it's not going to let me in anyways because my internet's not letting me log into Minecraft or into Microsoft. Like, so I can't log into my server if I'm not logged in because that's half of how I keep everyone out. You're like, if you're, anyways, we're going to give it one more shot. And then we might have to actually call it on the stream because if I can't get into the server, then I'm just going to end up having a really long video of me trying to log into my server and not working. And for some reason, Microsoft completely refuses to let me log in until I kill the stream. But if I kill the stream, then what was the point? It's so hard to, like, I don't know how to put it, like, to get everything to link back together. I end up having, like, 6 videos in a row. It's not showing up here either. But, like, let's see. The main thing is, like, yeah, if this doesn't work, I can't play. And it's just because it's just not working. So, and then it changed the size of my screen. That's different. Okay. Anyways, we'll close that up. I will say, let's see. Early? Don't most people eat lunch at noon? It's like 1:30. And I had my breakfast at 4 o'clock, which was, what? A long time ago. I'm so hungry, I can't think. Let me see here. All right, so we are going to call it on today's stream. Tomorrow I plan on streaming. It'll be kind of like last week. Gonna hopefully have something to reveal Redstone wise then gonna get to some server stuff. Might be doing more infrastructure, might work a little bit on our villagers in the sky. Not really sure what's up. Yeah, you go build something crazy.